And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Niners and the Eagles, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him. About 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Boston Scott, his first carry. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Got an open man, it's Scott. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And they'll give to Scott here on the option. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. On 3rd down, it's Scott, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Let's go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get this out wide to Scott. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Ask any pass rusher, and they'll tell you any quarterback who lines up every time and goes straight back in the pocket, that's who they want. But when they have to deal with a Jalen Hurts who may come at them from any angle and can get outside of the pocket and run, that's a nightmare for anybody who has to rush the quarterback. And I love Jalen Hurts' athletic ability. Almost a 4.6 runner. This guy can get outside the pocket and make plays with his legs as well as his arm.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around. Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They'll run with Scott, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it. Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they took a chance there on 4th down, and boy, does it pay off. It pays off with 6 points. Yeah, I have to imagine that they were thinking maybe we can at least get a first down if we don't score. But he decided he didn't want a new set of downs. He just wanted a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Purdy complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Mitchell. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, Purdy. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Back to throw. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Purdy. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Hands it off out of the gun, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run, this time McCaffrey, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Purdy. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up,
right.
Hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Hey, I'm coming.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that could spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Let's go, D.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Fake. Purdy. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. This one from 46 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Now Gould for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Come on! But first down, Hurts. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll drop to throw. He's going deep for Brown. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number one. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And despite the big lead, they really did next to nothing throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage. We'll see how aggressive they want to be going forward.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. On first down, Purdy. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Second and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, 49ers.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
What's the deal, y'all?
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Back to throw. Purdy. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Looking to throw. Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And he'll even avoid the contact in the end as he will finally slide to a hole. A big play there on the keeper.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Scott, heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They go again with Scott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Open man here is Scott, complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Flush to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and he had points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. McLeod now on the return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off play action. Purdy. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And that is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Scott. Shoves him aside. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Scott. That catch good for only a couple. Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Right there.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. Tyree Jackson, 28 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Elliott on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
McLeod now on the return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
When teams have a tough time running the ball, as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Off the play fake. Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Purdy. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up 1st down, too.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Purdy.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Purdy. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Gold is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Hurts and the Eagles now. Down 20-17. A minute 50 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He's back to throw. Got an open man. It's Scott. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off, and there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. On 1st down, it's Mitchell, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they take a knee. Second and 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you, this was a fun one, just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in